The following program contains an all-you-can-eat philosophical buffet. If you suffer from mental indigestion, Randall may not be right for you. Check with your gastronomist.
Standing for truth in the four corners of America. Fighting for justice on the frontiers of the culture wars. And turning resistance into an art form. The man who creates social tension just by walking into the room, Randall Terry.
Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Stephen Colbert does want to be me. I'm the real article, baby. This is a day of serious rejoicing. In fact, let me just come in and skip. Talking about Rand Paul, baby. He kicked some butt. Thank you. You're very kind. We got to give it up for Rand Paul. I love you. I love you. I love you. And we have such a great program today. I have to tell you something right now. I had to take a depressant before I came on the air because I'm so excited about what happened in the primary. I can hardly contain it. Yes, of course, the big news is Rand Paul defeated the hand-picked GOP guy for the primary in Kentucky. Ooh. Jim Huffman in Oregon in a 6-way primary defeated 5 other candidates. Boo! He's a loser. He's a rhino. Forget about him. And finally, Arlen Specter sent into political exile. Arlen, bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Oh, I'm so happy. Today's program is brought to you in part by Rand Paul for Kentucky Senate. Yes, we can. And brought to you by Rand Paul for President. Because we can be the first to say it. Yes! If Obama can do it, so can Rand Paul. I've got a song coming up. We played it yesterday, and it's so fitting. Well, my song from yesterday and our friend Joey the Hammer from yesterday, we're going to run them again today. Yeah, they're that good. I'll be right back after this word from Joey the Hammer.
I have a lot of time to watch television while I'm here. I've been keeping an eye on this Arizona senator, John Kyle. Oh, what a piece of work this guy is. He runs his mouth how he's going to fight against Obama's nominees. He's going to filibuster. And then he runs away like a frightened schoolgirl. You know, I'm here because I misled a couple of federal agents. This man lies to millions of voters. If he could be tried for election fraud, he'd spend the rest of his life in here with me. I should have listened to my father. He said, son, if you want to be a criminal, go into the government. It's the ultimate in organized crime.
Welcome, friend. It is I, your servant Randall, helping you to get out of the cyber ghetto and into real battle. And that includes politics. Oh, what a program we have today. It's all genuine excitement. So let's go through the news. Obviously, the big news is that Ron Paul's son, Rand Paul, who's an ophthalmologist, a surgeon, he has won the GOP primary in Kentucky. He has a message from the Tea Party. We're going to talk about that in 1 minute. But first, 2 other quick races. In Oregon, Jim Huffman. Jim Huffman is a professor at the Lewis and Clark University, and he's a rhino. I don't want to spend any time on this except to say, may he lose quickly and may he lose decisively in the fall. Why would I say that? He's running against Senator Wyden, who is a maniac left-winger, because Huffman is Wyden light. Huh? Wyden says, we must go over the cliff at 100 miles an hour. Huffman says, no, let's slow it down. Let's go over the cliff at 80 miles an hour. I'm sick of these phonies. I'm sick of them. Enough on him. Goodbye. All right. Pennsylvania. Arlen Specter. He has been a boil on the body politic for so long, and now finally the boil is lanced. Yes, Arlen Specter defeated by Joe Sestak, who's a member of the U.S. House from Pennsylvania. Sestak is a lunatic left-winger who ran somehow as the guy for change. I just want to say these words. In honor of Arlen Specter's departure from politics, Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone below where the goblins go. Below, below, below. Ho, ho, ho. Arlen Specter, you treacherous monster. For those of you who don't know his past, Google it. I don't want to waste time on it. I'm just so glad he's going into political exile. May he have time to get his life right with his maker, because he's going to be in a heap of trouble when he faces him. He has been one of the maniac proponents of the killing of the innocent, treacherous, trying to make us into slaves. But let's go to the big news. Yes, Rand Paul is the winner in the GOP primary. He ran against the Secretary of State. The man he was running against was the party guy. He was the one who was supposed to win. But no, the Tea Party movement came along. Listen to this. You're going to love this. I have a message from the Tea Party. A message that is loud and clear and does not mince words. We have come to take our government back. Fighting words in his victory speech, fighting words to mobilize people, fighting words to inspire people. Now, for those of you who don't know, Rand Paul is the son of Ron Paul, who is a House member from Texas who also ran in the three-way race in 2008 as the Libertarian candidate. And his son has even more of his pathos. His acceptance speech was brilliant. He's dead on the economic issues, dead on, saying, why are we bailing out Greece? Why are we going to have this debt bomb that goes off that devastates our families, that devastates our economy? He talks about a day of reckoning coming. And he said, and I quote, please send Obama. Obama? Yes, send Obama to Kentucky. I want Obama to come here and campaign for my Democratic opponent. You know why? Because Obama's numbers are in the toilet in Kentucky. Yeah. So this is the perfect state for someone like him to win. The perfect state. Because the Republican establishment, which is made up of treacherous, lying, duplicitous political pimps, and I say that with surgical precision, they would do everything in their power to break the back of someone like Paul and keep him from becoming the poster boy of the party. Because they're socialists, they're baby killers, they're slaves to the homosexual agenda. They're one-worlders in the worst sense of the word. They're the people that have sold out our national security, sold our businesses overseas. That's the Republican establishment. And Ron Paul's son, Rand Paul, is anything but that. All right, now, listen to me. Listen closely. Oh, first I want to read something. This is from Rand Paul's website, by the way. And so for those of you who don't understand what it means to really be true to a cause, listen to this. I am 100% pro-life. I believe abortion is the taking of an innocent human life. I believe life begins at conception, and it is the duty of our government to protect this life. He goes on to bash Planned Parenthood, to say that he'll vote for any law that completely ends all child killing in all 50 states. The man has guts. We are desperate in America for people who will say the truth, act out the truth, live the truth, and not equivocate when they've won. He's not equivocating. He's holding the line. This man is a threat to the GOP. He is a threat to the monstrous tyrannical regime that has enslaved us. He is going to be a champion for freedom. And I predict not only is he going to win here, he's going to run for president against Obama. I'll be right back with a new song. You're going to love it.
No, Randall wasn't at the Battle of the Alamo, and you wouldn't have been either if you were that sick.
And Jesus said, "You blind Pharisee, first cleanse the inside of the cup,
and of the plate, that the outside may also be clean. Amen. Welcome to the program, friend. It is I, your servant, Randall. A song. I sang it yesterday. I thought, with Rand Paul winning, it's time to sing it again. This goes out to the treacherous in the GOP and to the voters who are dumb enough to put them there.
You told me that you loved me like no other. Said you would take me home to meet your mother. You sang me love songs. I turned my back and you were gone. I thought, what did I do? Sat there waiting for you. Thought we could fix whatever went wrong. GOP, what did you do to me? GOP, was blind but now I see. GOP, you were using me all along. You said you needed me so we could get to power. I gave you my time and money, and you brought me flowers. I finally gave you my vote. Baby, that was all she wrote. You won't return my calls, won't do nothing at all. I was part of your wild oats. GOP, now I know what it means. GOP, was blind but now I see. GOP, you were using me all along. Then I started wondering, what does GOP mean? Gathering of peacocks, galloping old pompous windbags, growth on a porcupine, girdle on a pantomime. Good old power-hungry granddaddies on Prozac, godless old pusillanimous sacks. GOP, that's what you mean to me. And baby, I'ma pay you back. Hello? Yeah, it's me. Who's this? Oh, hi. How have you been? I'm good, thanks. You need my help? Sure, yeah, no, I'm not busy. No, That old red dress you got me? Yeah, I still have it. Well, sure, I'll wear it, All right, okay, yeah. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, I've missed you too. Bye, I'll be right over.
Thank you, you're very kind. Now listen, I want to talk directly to those of you who are traditional family people, you're pro-life, you're pro-freedom, you don't want American jobs going overseas. Listen to me, all right? The Republican Party right now is going to raise millions of dollars, and guess where they're going to get it? They're going to get it from people like you. Not me, people like you. Because somebody's going to call you on the phone and say, oh, yes, you've probably seen our victories in Oregon and in Massachusetts and in Kentucky. Listen, when they call you, say to them in the politest, kindest, happy terms that you can, oh, you're from the state Republican Party? Oh, you're from the National Republican Party? Go to a very hot place, please. Click. Don't give them a penny. They are treacherous. They are duplicitous. They literally raise money from people like you and me. And then they use that money for bad candidates, squish candidates. They withhold money from good candidates. Do you think that the Republican Party gave money to Alan Keyes when Alan Keyes ran against Obama for the Senate? No. This is the history of this party using us and using our money to then fight against the very principles that we hold dear. That history is proven. I know I've been a victim of their nonsense, both in New York in '98 and in Florida in 2006. Don't give them a penny. If they call you on the phone, hang up. If they send you an email, delete it. If they send you a letter and it's got free postage to go back, write them a note saying, I will not support you. I will not give you a dime. Give money to good candidates, yes, but don't give money to the party. I'll be right back.
And your platform will be no property taxes, no IRS, no Social Security, no abortion, and no homosexuals. Good luck with that, buddy.
And your camera tactics don't scare me.
The flame of Christian ethics is still our best guide. Only on this basis can we reconcile the rights of the individual with the demands of society. Sir Winston Churchill. Welcome back, friend. What makes a great leader? Vision, Judeo-Christian ethics, courage. Those three things. Vision. You can see on the continuum, you understand where we came from, how we got here, and where we're headed on this current trajectory. Judeo-Christian ethics. It means that you understand that God gives human rights. God is the source of ethics and law, not man. And then finally, courage. When you have those three things in one person, then you've got a leader who's worth following. The problem we have is this. There are people that are articulate. They're well-spoken. And they echo little phrases that resonate with something in our heart, but they don't really mean it. Did you know that the word hypocrite means literally play actor? That's what the word means. It's a Greek word that means someone who acts in a play. So a hypocrite is somebody that can take on a role, that can say lines, that can talk about traditional values. It's the difference between John McCain and Sarah Palin. When it comes to marriage, when it comes to life, when it comes to economics, at the end of the day, if you want to be a leader who transforms this country, wrap your head around those three things. Vision, courage, Judeo-Christian ethics. I'll be right back. How long, O Lord, wilt thou look on? Rescue me from their ravages, my life from the lions. Amen. Hi, friend, I'm Randall Terry. For the last time, I bring to you this quote. Should I keep back my opinions at such a time, through fear of giving offense, I should consider myself as guilty of treason towards my country and of an act of disloyalty toward the majesty of heaven, which I revere above all earthly kings. Those words were said impromptu by Patrick Henry at a critical moment in American history. The speech that he gave, now famous as the Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death speech, that speech literally saved the American Revolution. The reason that you and I are Americans under our current Constitution was because the Virginia Rump Legislature decided to follow Patrick Henry's advice and not the advice of the men who were saying, oh, let's just negotiate more. He said, negotiate more? Boston is already in chains. They're sending over more armies to crush us. Are we going to have more strength when we've got a British soldier in every house? If he had not made that speech, we would have lost the war. Now listen to me. There are times when you know what the truth is and you've held your tongue. Times that I've done it. And he framed this perfectly. He said, should I hold back my opinions because of fear of giving offense? That's why we don't say the truth sometimes, isn't it? We're afraid of offending someone, afraid of hurting someone's feelings, afraid that they won't like us, afraid they won't invite us to the party, although they say bad things about us behind our back. Friends, we've got to throw off the shackles of fear, not fear the opinions of men. Fear God, tell the truth. See you soon.